Well, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the Outpost. Yeah, it's quite humid again today, and I think there's a 50% chance of rain. The reason I've got those sunglasses on is to keep the gnats right there from getting into my eyes. So, it's not because it's balmy and sunshiny. Anyway, I had to get this trailer unloaded so that I can go. My sister's got another big huge pine that she wants to fell up there in her turnaround, which I'm going to take and saw it up for 2x4s. So I had to get the trailer unloaded so I could haul those logs over here. Anyway, glad that you had time to stop by and visit with us. Fall is in the air. I think next week lows are supposed to be in the 50s, thank goodness. And the highs only up to around 80, and not a lot of rain. Got a special guest coming next week, so he's going to be here all week and help out, so that's kind of exciting. We may be able to knock out more stuff than usual here at the Outpost, so I'm excited about that. Anyway, hope that you guys enjoy the video, so sit back, we'll get the rest of this unloaded, and then we'll head over to see about felling a tree. Well guys, I made it back up here with this load of logs. I'm going to wait till another day to unload them because it's been sprinkling off and on, and I know it's going to rain. So I'm going to, like I said, wait to unload these. After I got those cut, my sister, she made me a sandwich, and I was sitting there eating the sandwich. We were talking about, if you remember me saying that I am leaving EMS next month, that's going to be my retirement at the month of October. And I'm so excited, looking forward to doing that. We were sitting there talking about all the patients that I would miss, like the drug addicts, and of course they were just teasing, but you know, there's a lot of 50% was pretty much, you know, those who were addicted to this or that. The other 50% was actually real calls where people had some sort of autoimmune disease, or would suffer a heart attack or stroke or motor vehicle accident, or you know, something serious like that. But it got me to thinking, you know, we've got a family that watches us from Texas, if I believe that's correct. And Cowboy, this is a shout out to you there, buddy. This fella really likes the channel, and he is battling Lou Gehrig's disease. If you don't know what that is, it is a disease where the nerve cells deteriorate, and they lose function, the muscles that they're serving. And I understand that he's on a ventilator now after a tracheostomy. He's at home with home health, and he loves to watch the channel. He's went back and he's caught up on all the channels. So, you know, we really do appreciate that. The family said that he was the type of guy that would get out and do a lot of the things like I'm doing here, and it kind of reminded him of the good old days. So I just want to say this, Cowboy, that I've seen a lot of people that have lived a long time on a ventilator. So you just keep up the good fight, okay? And we'll keep trying to put out the videos, and you can just enjoy those from where you're at, and we'll do all the work, okay? So anyway, that's a special shout out to our friend Cowboy, who is from Texas. So we look forward to you. Keep tuning in here at the Outpost and spending time with us on all the different projects that we've got. You know, I haven't mentioned probably, you know, I've got many more projects in the works. I've got to build a chicken coop. I've got to build a root cellar. I've got to work on that, start that base camp down there at some point. I've got a barn I'm going to build. So, you know, I don't think we're going anywhere anytime soon. I think we're going to be milling lumber and swinging a hammer and doing all kinds of things for a good while yet to come. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get packed up here, and I'll see you tomorrow. just finished that inside, with the exception of filling in the cracks, which I think that's what I'm going to do, and just paint over that instead of trying to put trim around, since it's just a compost toilet. But I think what I'm going to do now is I've got some scrap of this, and I think what I'm going to do is I may try to cover some of this and see what it looks like. I like this, but I don't want it to be the same as the door, so I think that's what I might do. So let's go see what we can find to cover that up. To hold it. Come down just to here. Well guys, this is the going to be the compost bucket, and this is the item that I bought. Now this is not the one that I wanted. The one that I wanted is I'm gonna have to get it from the UK, I think, because that's the only companies that I could find. But what it was a whole thing that actually sits down here, where half of it, or the front third of it basically, is a separator. And what this one does here, this one's just small. You cut out, they gave me a template which is like this, and I cut it out, which this is it. And basically you put that on the front of the bucket, and then you'll cut out around the template, and then this will actually sit down. These wings right here rest on each side right here, and this will go inside the bucket like this. This will be on the outside, so you have another container for the liquid, which goes into a separate container. So you've got solid and liquid separated, so you don't have this full of liquid and a buildup of ammonia, primarily killing whatever bacteria that you may have in there, and just, you know, foul smell. And according to the research I did, you know, you would have to remove the liquid a lot more often than you would have to do this. After you do your business, you basically put a little bit of peat moss in there. Of course, you have some sawdust in the bottom to start with. Put a little peat moss. It has bacteria and stuff in it, and it immediately begins to break down Then you can put a few cedar shavings in there, but virtually no smell. So then the liquid you can take, and when you collect it, you know, pull it out, go empty it, bring it back, and that way you keep everything separated. So I thought what the best thing to do is probably I will start off by taping this thing on the front. So I've got some tape here. Yeah, I'm going to try to order the one that I really want. That's one of the drawbacks of ordering online. You can't really touch, and this looked like it was a lot bigger than what it was. But anyway, we'll get it figured out. I stopped by and picked up some factory cut lumber because I'm actually expecting a guest who's going to be here all week. So that was a big surprise, and I needed to go ahead and get that Hobbit hole finished up, and I didn't want to have to take out the time to try to mill anything down. So, and then for that framing, I really don't need anything real heavy. So I went ahead and I picked up some 2x2s, and I picked up a sheet of plywood. I was going to need that anyway to cover that due to shrinkage, because most of my material is not real dried out, and I've had several comments, so there's your answer. I've got my measurements now, so what I'm going to do is try to cut this out, frame it up, and get it ready to go. The only thing that I will actually need is to finish putting my little smokestack out there, getting the door put on, the hardware, getting that mounted to the door, and then also finishing the handrails and with the spindles, and getting some type of little basin in there where you can wash your hands. So anyway, let's go ahead and get these tools and get started. Okay, so I'm going to round the corner off on this thing right here, routed the corner, and I'm going to split that over here, and what I will do is you will be able to raise this way, okay, and reach in here and grab whatever you need, and then this one right here will actually lift this way, kind of like that, where I can get to my bucket and pull it out. This I have to build a 3-inch platform because this right here is going to have to be a little bit lower than the front of that right there. So tomorrow what I'll do is I'll build a small little platform for this to set up, because this is going to sit up almost flush. But yeah, it's going to be really nice because I can get to this bucket from right in there too. Okay, and then you've got your you'll be sitting right here kind of like this, and you've got the 2 bins right here. I may fix it where you can do it this way. It just depends. But yeah, that'll work fine. Okay, so what I did was I bought this bucket right here to be my liquid separator. So what I intended to do was, this hose right here is a 3/4 hose, and it's going to run from this right here down into this. Now remember, this is going to be set up about 3 inches. So we'll measure this when we get in there shortly. But what I've got to do is I've got to make another connection right here for that pipe. So what I intended, now this is really the only drill that I've got, so I hope that this is going to do it. Oh, look at that. That was easy. Let's see if we can get that off. Okay. I can get it where I can grab a hold of it. There we go. Alright, so hopefully this bucket, this right here, I also bought a washer to go on the back of that, and this is a little bit larger, so I was hoping that that would just kind of thread right down in there. Yeah. So then this will go on. It will actually go on there. Okay. Alright. You can see that I've got this connected on there. Get this back down in the bucket. Okay. Probably what I will do is put some sort of a hose clamp on there. So I'm going to set this in here, and see, that's primarily going to set there. I put some blocking down in there. That'll set right about there. And in this hose. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed watching me kind of trying to get that little compost toilet functional. I think it will actually be functional tomorrow. I still have the door, you know, some hardware to get for the lid and stuff. I'm going to stop and get a seat for the top and actually cut that out tomorrow, but it should be functional tomorrow. Still got to do the spindles, flame brush the outside, finish that, get a little basin fixed up in there, but it's all coming together. I have a surprise for you. Got a friend who's coming, going to spend the week here, so I'll introduce him when he gets here. But we're probably going to jump on the cabin and start knocking out some things on the cabin while he's here. But we'll just have to wait and see. You know, this channel's not just that cabin. It's not just that toilet. It wasn't just this kitchen. It is a homestead here. I'm building a homestead. So if you're new to the channel, I have another home that I'm staying at. So it's not a priority that I get this cabin finished, although I am going to try to be in there by probably spring. so it doesn't have to be finished because I can continue to do some things, but I do want to get out of town, so I'll probably jump on that. Hey, we've had a break in the weather. You can see it's a lot cooler today, and I think it's supposed to be that way all week. So I'm really looking forward to that. Also, if you want to hang out with us on September the 26th, I believe that's next Saturday, we're going to have a live at 7 p.m. Eastern. We've been having a lot of fun on that, and so just thought I'd mention that if you guys want to stop by there and hang out with us, that's when it's going to be. But we appreciate you guys supporting our channel. We love y'all, Patrick, Jennifer, and myself. We just hope that you all have a great afternoon. Take care, and we look forward to seeing you back up here at the Outpost next time.